My name is Kevin Hunt, one of the founders of the Watch Community Corps. I used to go to boxing, so I took a carload of kids with me. You know, I know them all. They know me. We know each other's family. Put them in the car, took them to the gym. I started teaching them a little technique, what I know, what I learned.
The first week, we knew that it was like a go. We need to keep it here because the kids were showing us that they were hurt, punching the bags and crying at the same time for things that they were going through at that time.
We keep a lunch area, we give them PE, counseling for adults and kids.
When we first started boxing, it was a lot of closed shells. When they finally came out, it was like, you're not getting rid of me. Like sincere.
When I come here, I just get on my ankle out on the back. If I wasn't coming here, it'd be a whole different story.
When we launched, we had about 80 kids now. I'm up to about wanting to box and stay consistent. I'm almost up to 200 kids. The wheel was rolling now.
Clean Slate does a lot of stuff. Started out as a gang intervention program back in '95. We started doing tattoo removal, and the reason why we started with tattoo removal is because I personally had quite a lifetime of gang affiliation. If it's a gang-related tattoo, we really want that off for you. A name of an abuser, we want that off for you. Then we started expanding. Youth empowerment groups, counseling, and anger management. Helping the community cope with serious trauma and issues that are, part of any under-resourced community, particularly communities of color.
I first became involved with AVALON CARVER starting after-school programs. We wanted to find role models that the kids could see themselves in. BRADY being the greatest role model that I recruited.
Came from a rough background, went to the Army as a combat medic.
I got to look at his military report. He had saved 64 Americans, 6 Iraqi police officers, carried someone 800 yards after their leg had been blown off. I wrote 2 fractions on the paper, and I put a plus sign in the middle.
1/2 plus 2/3 on the paper and solve that. And I get an attitude, all right, get that out of here. Can nobody do that? Couldn't add fractions.
What I had discovered is that math was the subject that was best equipped to raise self-esteem. If they could rise in mathematics, they would be able to do other subjects.
I went from not being able to add fractions to testing the pre-calculus and calculus.
And then he went off to Morehouse College, then he went to Harvard, and then he went to Columbia. And I thought it was one of the greatest gifts that I'd ever been given, helping him to find his natural path.
When COVID first hit, we had to shut down, cease and desist. Me and TANYA sat back. And then TANYA was like, well, everybody hungry. What we gonna do? She was like, let's feed them, let's give them some groceries. Go campaign came in and said, hey, we'll help.
We went to feeding the boxing program families and then the community. Now it's over 700 families.
Oh, there we go right there. Hands Across Watts was a Go campaign idea. It was just a desire to get as many hands involved around our children to protect them, to lift them up, to encourage them, to teach them that they could become our future.
It'd be greater if we just link arms, and I'm glad that Go campaign thought of it like that. Cover more grounds by having all organizations coming together, and it really is Hands Across Watts.
A program that combines the best services to help enrich communities. We all have the same kind of philosophy in our work, and so it was like seamless.
We believe the cure to cancer is sitting in the classroom, and we don't know where that classroom is.
We need doctors who reflect us, lawyers who reflect us, teach them technology, math, and science.
We don't know the genius that we've already passed up because our nation has been so divided with racism. And if we do not begin to help all of our children, we're gonna fall behind.
We have been working with Go for a while. They jumped right in and spearheaded this project.
Got laptops for them, helped them with their homework.
It literally was a dream come true. I didn't know how I was gonna do this, and here you guys come. I'm so grateful for that.
Go really wanted to help. They didn't want to say that they helped. They really wanted to do the work.
They were concerned, and that is what is needed in the world right now, concern for each other.
I would be doing it on a smaller scale if it wasn't for Go campaign.
All of these kids wouldn't even be able to have the service that's rendered here. Without Go campaign, I don't think it would have happened at all.
That's what the work means, to give all of what you have to make a difference in a child's life.